Xiwu makes Tantaijin kneel for the rest of the night. She is conflicted between her hatred and compassion. She checks on him and was impressed by his endurance. She accidentally fell asleep. She checks on him in the morning, but couldn't bring herself to approach him. Ye Bingsheng personally comes to the porridge shed every 1st and 15th of the month to distribute porridge, becoming beloved by the people. Xiaolin also comes to help and spend time with her. Xiaolin learns from the maid that Tantaijin was made to kneel on the ice by Ye Xiwu. He is shocked and thinks Ye Xiwu is crazy for insulting the hostage of another country. Tantaijin has already began developing his powers. He can communicate as well as see and recall the crow's memories. Xiwu of the past tells her sister bluntly that she plans to remove her and Tantaijin just to make Xiaolin come to her. Xiwu worries that Tantaijin will freeze to death, so she sneaks out of her room in the middle of the night to check on him. Tantaijin discovers her and sarcastically tells her to go back for her safety. Tantaijin expressed to Xiwu that so many people wishes for him to die, as though he is already anticipating death. Xiwu decides to leave her cloak behind as a half-baked gesture of kindness, but Tantaijin refused. Tantaijin falls unconscious. Xiwu panics, remembering if he dies, he will be revived as the devil god. To prevent it from happening, she brings Tantaijin back to her room. Qintao was shocked at the sight of Xiwu warming Tantaijin. She gives Tantaijin a hot bath and notices his scars from torture and begins to regret being harsh on him. Whenever Tantaijin was on the brink of death, the demon in his heart would appear and tempt him. Tantaijin is willing to offer both his body and soul, but the demon insists that he must first experience all the pain and suffering of the world. Xiwu searches for the evil bone in Tantaijin's body, but Tantaijin woke up midway and caught her. Tantaijin tries to resume his punishment, but Xiwu stops him and ends his punishment. Xiwu was prepared to share a bed with Tantaijin, but finds him waiting for her action. She learns from Qintao that Xiwu from the past would whip Tantaijin every night before bed. Xiwu, fueled by hatred, begins whipping Tantaijin. After a few whips, Xiwu stops out of her kind heart. Xiwu wakes up in the middle of the night and finds Tantaijin with a high fever. She personally feeds Tantaijin medicine and tucks him in. Tantaijin realized that she has become a different person ever since the bandit incident. Xiwu wakes up the next day at noon and finally meets the Ye family at the dining room. She expects to be scolded, but her grandmother warmly greets her. Her father and the other family members also shows her love, making her the favorite child of the family. Her grandmother worries about Xiwu's reputation because of the lake incident. Xiwu wants to apologize to Ye Bingsheng, but her grandmother thought it was unnecessary. She notices Tantaijin was missing and asks his whereabouts, but everyone stayed silent. Tantaijin goes to the kitchen to eat, but the kitchen servants forced him to clean the dishes first. Xiwu learns from Qintao that because of her, Tantaijin usually ate with the servants. Xiwu visits the kitchen and finds the servants insulting and overworking Tantaijin. He orders a fly to go straight to one of the servants' mouth, making him choke in the process. Xiwu waited for the servants outside. They happily told Xiwu how they mistreated Tantaijin today. Xiwu angrily scolds them for their lack of morals and dignity. Xiwu stops Tantaijin from eating leftovers. He insists that he will not survive without food. She drags him back to her room and prepared fresh food for him. He refused and tells her he won't fall for the same trick twice. 6 months ago, at the royal feast, Xiwu finds Ye Bingsheng and Xiaolin together in the palace. She tries to drug her sister and Prince Liang to spend the night together, but Tantaijin accidentally ate the drugged food from Prince Liang. Ye Xiwu also accidentally ate Ye Bingsheng's portion, leading to an unexpected night between Xiwu and Tantaijin, witnessed by many people in the palace. General Ye was forced to request the emperor to approve their marriage. Since then, Xiwu has been tormenting Tantaijin, and her personality has become increasingly cruel and malicious. To prove that there was no drug added to the food, Xiwu takes a bite of all the dishes. She orders Tantaijin that from now on he must come here to eat 3 meals a day. Tantaijin talks to the crow, discussing the massive change in Xiwu's personality. Thanks to his powers, he also knows that his father is dying. The emperor of the Sheng kingdom tells Xiaolin that the emperor from the Jing kingdom is dying and believes Tantaijin is now useless. Xiaolin thinks keeping Tantaijin alive will help control the Jing kingdom. The emperor wants to test Tantaijin if he has the ability to disrupt the political situation there. If he didn't, he will kill him and send a fake decoy.